How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. How to spot a narcissistic boss in 5 seconds. That's the title of this video. Spotting a narcissistic boss early on can save you a lot of time, stress, and emotional energy. Narcissistic behavior is often subtle at first, but there are key signs you can identify quickly if you know what to look for. So, in this video, I'm going to give you some clear indicators that you might encounter a narcissistic boss in just 5 seconds. Number one, excessive self-importance. Narcissistic bosses will often give the impression that they are the most important person in the room. The first thing you'll notice is that they may talk about themselves frequently, often exaggerating their accomplishments or skills. This focus on their own greatness can overshadow conversations and leave little room for anyone else's input or ideas. A narcissistic boss has this need for admiration. If your boss is constantly fishing for compliments or expects constant praise for their work, that's a red flag. Narcissists crave admiration and validation from others. It may come in the form of fishing for praise directly or indirectly through subtle cues like naming their own achievements constantly. Narcissistic bosses have this entitlement. They believe that they deserve special treatment, whether it's demanding perks, privileges, or higher pay without reason. You'll spot this in the way they talk about their own needs, which often comes across as more important than those of anyone else in the office. A narcissistic boss lacks empathy. If your boss doesn't seem to care about your concerns or the needs of others, they may be narcissistic. A narcissist can be dismissive of others' emotions and struggles, and they are often more interested in advancing their own agenda than supporting their team. A narcissistic boss blames others for their failures. A quick sign of a narcissistic boss is how they react to failure. Narcissists rarely take responsibility for their mistakes, often blaming others or external factors. They refuse to acknowledge their shortcomings, preferring to shift blame to anyone around them. A narcissistic boss is overconfident. They exhibit an inflated sense of their abilities. They may boast about their expertise in front of others, regardless of whether it's relevant or not. This overconfidence might be used as a tool to manipulate or control the environment. A narcissistic boss exploits others. They use people to further their own personal or professional goals. A narcissistic boss might take credit for others' hard work or manipulate the team members to achieve their own ends, disregarding how it affects others in the process. A narcissistic boss lacks accountability. Along with blaming others, they will also avoid being held accountable. They'll find ways to justify their actions or hide their mistakes, leaving employees to clean up the mess while they take credit for any successes. A narcissistic boss is known for their manipulative behavior. They tend to use charm and manipulation to get their way. They may use flattery to win over certain people or subtly guilt others into doing what they want. They know how to push your buttons to get the result they desire without seeming overtly aggressive. A narcissistic boss constantly seeks control. They like to be in control of every situation, whether it's micromanaging or making every decision themselves. They resist giving up control or delegating tasks. Their need to oversee everything can stifle creativity and lead to frustration among employees. A narcissistic boss disregards boundaries. They don't respect personal boundaries. They may call you after hours, invade your personal space, or expect you to sacrifice personal time for work. The expectations often ignore the concept of work-life balance. One of the easiest ways to spot a narcissistic boss is through their arrogance. They believe they know better than anyone else, and they disregard others' opinions. This can create a toxic work environment, as people feel unheard or undervalued. Narcissistic bosses are prone to unpredictable emotional responses. One moment they may shower you with praise, the next they could be cold and dismissive. This inconsistency can be exhausting for employees who are constantly trying to navigate their mood shifts. A narcissistic boss often holds unrealistically high expectations, demanding perfection without regard for practicality. They might have no tolerance for mistakes, and they might criticize employees harshly, making it difficult to meet their ever-changing standards. Narcissistic bosses may create division among employees, either by pitting people against each other or by isolating certain individuals. They want to ensure that everyone is vying for their attention and approval, fostering an unhealthy competitive atmosphere. Expect a narcissistic boss to frequently mention their position or rank. They will emphasize their authority, often by reminding people of their higher status. This can create a feeling of inferiority among employees who feel they're constantly looking up to the boss. Narcissistic bosses are extremely sensitive to criticism. Any negative feedback can result in defensiveness, anger, or even retaliation. They cannot accept anything that challenges their perceived superiority, making it nearly impossible to address concerns constructively. Although they may demand perfection from their team, narcissistic bosses themselves are often less committed to the details. They may expect flawless presentations or work from others, while their own contributions might be sloppy or half-hearted. A narcissistic boss is known for gaslighting. They engage in gaslighting tactics, manipulating situations to make you question your perception of events. They may deny conversations that have taken place or twist facts to make you feel confused or unsure of yourself. Narcissistic bosses often excel at seeking personal recognition in the short term. They lack a sustainable vision for the company or team's long-term success. They focus on their own immediate success and image, ignoring the future of the business and its people. In conversations, a narcissistic boss may tell you exactly what you want to hear, even if it's not true. This can be part of their manipulative strategy to maintain control or to keep people loyal without any genuine commitment to follow through. Narcissistic bosses often have superficial relationships with employees, as their connections are often self-serving. You might feel like they only engage with you when it benefits them, showing no genuine interest in your personal life or growth. You'll spot a narcissistic boss quickly if they are constantly self-promoting, whether it's name-dropping or highlighting their achievements. They believe their success should be broadcasted, and they may go out of their way to ensure others notice their accomplishments. Narcissistic bosses may harbor feelings of envy, especially when others receive praise or recognition. This may result in undermining colleagues or holding others back in favor of ensuring that they remain the center of attention. And finally, if your boss seems indifferent to your success or the success of others, it's a good sign they might be narcissistic. Narcissistic bosses only value achievements that shine a spotlight on them, and they often downplay or disregard the accomplishments of their team. Now, spotting these behaviors early can help you adjust how you interact with a narcissistic boss and maintain a healthy approach to your work environment. Recognizing these traits within the first few seconds of interaction can be crucial for safeguarding your well-being and career success. Thank you for watching the video. If you love it, please do that thumbs up, click that like button, all right? Drop a comment. And if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, spare a second or two and smash that subscribe button. Make sure the notification bell is on. That way, every time I upload a new video, you get notified about it. Thank you. God bless you. Catch you later in the next video.